All right. Well, welcome. Great to have you practicing with me. I hope you're having a good day. And let's get started. So, when you're ready, when you begin, you just start by lying back, closing your eyes, and breathing. A conscious choice to settle in. Start training ourselves, we start practicing to be right here. There are plenty of other things we could do, but we've chosen to practice. So now we make the choice to be here with the practice. It's only natural for us to put the body here and then let the mind wander, planning the future, reliving the past. But remember, you chose to be here, so be here. Take the time to get the mind to settle, to feel the body as it lies back, to feel the breath as it moves in and moves out. No rush or urgency to it. No need to feel like you have to force it. Take the time. Notice if the mind's wandered off, and if so, you choose to bring it right back here. To start again. Just a few more breaths, a few more moments out of the day. Then your next inhale is a nice deep full inhale. You fill the belly, fill the chest, and as you're ready, you release the breath, drawing your knees, and you wrap your arms around your shins, hugging your thighs tight. And you gently rock from side to side. You can sense of movement, swaying the body. Then back to center, hands behind your knees as you rock from the tailbone to the shoulder blades. You find the rhythm of the breath and move the body with it. Inhaling forward, exhaling back. And the next inhale draws you up to sit. And you sit tall. The back of the neck is long, the eyes remain closed. You take a moment. Inhale as you rise up. Tadasana. You find your balance. The feet are firm, shoulders back. You let your eyes close. And palms together at your heart. And on inhale, you take the arms up, lengthening. And exhale, you fold forward over your legs. You get the hands to the floor, bending the knees if you need to. And inhale, right foot steps back, low lunge. Left foot back, plank pose, top of a push-up. And exhale as you lower towards the floor. Inhale forward, nice and broad across the collarbone. And exhale, you press back down dog. You settle. You take any movement you like. Then inhale, right foot steps forward, low lunge. Exhale, left foot forward, folding over your legs. And inhale, rising all the way back up, full extension. And exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, take the arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, left leg reaches back. Right leg back. And exhale as you lower. Inhale, forward, nice and broad. Exhale, pressing back to down dog. Finding that rhythm of your breath. That sense of movement and coordination. Inhale, left foot forward, low lunge. Exhale, right foot forward, folding over your legs. And inhale as you rise up, reaching for the ceiling. And exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, take the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, right foot steps back, opening the hips. Left leg back, nice and stable. And exhale as you lower. Inhale for cobra or up dog. Exhale for down dog. Inhale, right foot steps forward. Exhale, left foot forward. Inhale, rising, reaching. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, left leg. Right leg. Exhale as you lower. Inhale for your back leg. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left foot forward. Exhale, right foot forward. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, take it up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, right leg back. Left leg. Exhale. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, down dog. You take the time to feel grounded as you move. The palms of the feet under the mat. A sense of stability. Inhale, right foot steps forward. Exhale, left foot forward. Inhale, rising. Exhale, hands to your heart. Last one. Inhale, exhale, fold. Inhale, left foot, right foot. Exhale, lower. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, left foot. Exhale, right foot. Inhale, rising. Exhale, hands to your heart. You relax your arms, you close your eyes if they've opened. Tadasana. And with the big toes close, heels apart, you bend the knees, drop the hips, and sweep the arms, chair pose. The hips sit as low as you like to go. Tailbone drawing down, torso lifting up. Nice full breath. Then on exhale, you fold forward over your legs. You catch hold of whatever you got, your toes, your ankles, your shins. But you have those knees straight, the hips high. So you're working with that full potential length here. Drawing the torso down. Letting the head hang out. Inhale, lifting up halfway. Exhale, plant the hands, float or step back. Down dog or vinyasa. Then exhale, the right foot steps forward. Warrior two. Left heel spins into that back foot's parallel to the short end of the mat. The torso sweeps up. Hips and chest broad to the long edge of the mat as the arms are in a T. You settle in behind that right thigh. Trying to get that right knee to bend as close to 90 degrees as you like. Nice full inhales. Complete exhales. Nice and broad and open through the front of the body. Then on your next inhale, you're going to sweep that left arm forward as that left heel spins out slightly for warrior one. That back foot stays flat on the floor. But with those toes slightly forward, you're able to draw that left hip forward just a touch. Trying to square your hips and chest with the top edge of the mat. The arms reaching up, lifting the rib cage up off the waistline. Good. And on exhale, hands to the floor as you step back. Down dog or vinyasa. Then exhale, the left foot steps forward. Warrior two. Spin that back heel and as the torso sweeps up. Nice steady stance. Nice full breath. So you just settle into it. Good. Then sweeping that right arm forward as that right heel spins out slightly. Warrior one. full inhale. Then exhale as you bring the hands to the floor and you step back. Down dog or vinyasa. And exhale, the right foot steps forward. Low lunge. We're going into side angle from here, so right hand on the floor inside the right foot. That left heel spins in, and on inhale, you sweep that left arm up to the ceiling. You can stay there with the arms into a T, broadening the collarbone, or you wrap that left arm around your back, catching the inner thigh or catching hands. But you roll open, as if you're trying to turn the center of your chest, your sternum, to face the ceiling. And opening the arms back into a T if they're not already. And inhale as you rise up, warrior two. Then sweep that left arm forward and you'll peel that left heel this time. So you're in high lunge stance. The hips and chest square to the top edge of the mat. The palms come together, thumbs to your heart. And you twist to the right. Revolve side angle. Taking that left elbow outside that right thigh. As you work the twist, you can always open those arms up or bind around that thigh as you like to go deeper. A nice deep twist. Wrapping that left side under. One more breath. And on inhale, you come back to center, high lunge. Right back where you started. Then exhale, hands to the floor as you step back. Down dog or vinyasa. And exhale the left foot forward. Left hand on the floor inside the foot. Right heel spins in. And on inhale, you sweep open. Side angle. Maybe wrapping that top arm if you like. Catching the inner thigh or catching hands for the bind. And nice and open from hand to hand as you rise up, warrior two. Take a moment, then sweep that right arm forward. The right heel peels. High lunge. When you feel steady, palms together, thumbs to your heart, and you twist to the left. Revolve side angle. Good, inhale back to high lunge. And exhale, hands to the floor as you find your route to down dog. Then inhale, the right leg lifts. And exhale, you step the foot forward. Crescent lunge. Left knee lowers, toes uncurl. The hips sink down and forward as the arms sweep up and back. Crescent lunge. You interlace the fingers, leaving the index finger to point straight up. So as you squeeze those palms, feels like you're grabbing your rib cage with your arms and lifting it up. And then exhale, hands to the floor. From here, we're going into gate pose. So you're going to start to walk yourself over to the left edge of the mat and let that left heel sweep back behind you. And that right leg straightens out. The torso lifts up. The right toes point straight up towards the ceiling. That right hand on your right thigh. Left arm reaches up. And on exhale, you take it over top. That nice deep lateral stretch. That left arm's reaching over. That right hand can slide lower as you go deeper. But keep that left side rolling back so it doesn't start to feel kind of like a forward fold where you're facing the floor. Instead, you're trying to face the ceiling. And inhale, you rise up. Exhale, hands to the floor. You're going to walk yourself back around to the top edge of the mat. And with those hands inside that right foot, lift that left knee. And step that left foot forward outside your left hand, coming into a squat. We're going to be here for a bit, so if it bothers your knees or hips, you can always sit yourself down. But once you're set, that right arm straightens out. Right hand's on the floor in front of the right foot. That right knee stays behind your right upper arm as that left arm sweeps open. If you want to take that arm behind your back and the right arm in front of your shin for your bind, feel free. Twisting open to the left. Nice full breath. And you're coming back to center. And we make our way into crow pose. You take your time. Fingers spread wide, palms flat on the floor about shoulder distance. The hips lift. That way, as you start to bend your knees and your elbows, your knees touch your upper arms. And when they touch your upper arms, all you have to do is start to lean forward. Your head's lifted, your gaze is out in front of you about 2 feet. And you lean into it, feeling your body weight shift from your toes to your hands. You got 2 more breaths. And on the next exhale, you either float or step the feet back, going straight to down dog or moving through a vinyasa. Then inhale, the left leg lifts. And exhale, you step the foot forward. The right knee lowers, the toes uncurl. The hips sink as the torso sweeps up. Crescent lunge. And interlace those fingers, pointing the index finger straight up as you squeeze the palms and lift through the torso. Good. On an exhale, hands to the floor. Walk yourself over to the right edge of the mat. Right heel sweeps back. Left leg straightens out. Setting up for gate pose. The torso lifts. Left hand's on the thigh. Right arm reaches up. And you take it over top. Working long through that top lateral line. Nice full breaths. And inhale, rising up. Exhale, hands to the floor. You walk yourself around to the top edge of the mat. Hands stay inside that left foot. The right knee lifts, and then you just step that right foot forward. Stepping up into your squat. You sit yourself back if that's better for your knees. Then that left arm straightens up. Left hand's on the floor. Left knee stays behind the upper arm as that right arm sweeps up. Working that open twist. Maybe taking your bind behind your back. But that left arm's pressing against that inner left thigh, and that gives you that leverage to really open up into this twist. To get the torso to come around and keep that collarbone broad. Good. Back to center. You take a breath and prepare for crow. Fingers spread, palms flat, hips lift, knees and elbows bent. Connect those knees to your upper arms, and when you're ready, you just lean forward. Good. One more breath. And you choose your route to down dog. And exhale the right foot forward. Warrior two. Left heel spins in. Torso rises up. And straightening out that right leg for triangle pose. The right arm reaches forward. And exhale as you hinge over. The right hand lands down. Left arm starts up. And once you feel long and broad, we're all going to take that left arm around our back for our half bind. Trying to catch hold of that right thigh with that left hand. Encouraging that left shoulder to roll back. And on inhale, you unravel that top arm as you just rise up. And now we're going to turn that left foot forward just a touch so our hips can square, setting up a revolved triangle. Both legs are active. The feet are firmly pressing down. Right hand is on the right hip. Left arm reaches up. You fold forward about halfway and you rotate. That left hand lands down. That right arm reaches up. Keep pressing down and out into both feet. Feel that grounding. A strong, stable foundation. Nice full breaths. Perfect. And exhale, you bring the hands to the floor as you step back. Down dog or vinyasa. Then exhale, the left foot steps forward. Right heel spins in. Warrior two. Straighten the left leg. You reach forward. Triangle pose. And you get long, hand to hand, foot to foot, crown head to tailbone. Then we'll wrap that right arm around our back, trying to grab that left thigh, encouraging this whole right side of the upper chest to roll back even more. Good. On inhale, you just unravel as you lift up. You turn that right foot forward just a touch so that your hips can square, just like in Warrior One. Left hand's at the left hip. Right arm reaches up. You fold forward about halfway, then you rotate. Right hand lands down. Left arm reaches up. And as this right shoulder rolls under, draw your left hip towards the back edge of the mat. There's a tendency as we kind of work this rotation, we start to squeeze the left hip and right shoulder towards each other, start to curl the torso. But instead, you want to draw that left hip back. So the crown of the head still extending straight out in front of you. The spine feels long with that rotation. Good. One more breath. Then exhale, you release that left hand and you step back. Down dog or vinyasa. And a gentle bend in the knees. You look between your hands and inhale, float or step to the top of the mat. Exhale, fold forward. And inhale, you rise all the way back up. Exhale, hands to your heart. You relax your arms, close your eyes if they're open. Tadasana. Then palms together at your heart. Gesture balancing the body and mind as we make our way into extended hand to toe pose. So bring that left hand to left hip. The right hand straight out in front. As your weight shifts to left on your next inhale, lift that right leg up as high as you can. When it won't go any higher, then you reach out and either grab the big toe, or let that right knee bend and you catch behind that right thigh. And you start there. Take the time to feel steady and then you start to accessorize it. You may be working on trying to reach inside that leg to grab the big toe now. Maybe you're working on straightening that leg out, or you start working on lifting that foot up towards the ceiling. To stand tall with the torso. Nice full breaths. Strong with that left leg. And from wherever you are, we're all going to bend that right knee. And we'll turn that right knee out and place it just above that left knee, making a figure four with our legs. Hands come together at our heart, setting up for camper's pose. You can stay right here, or you start to bend into that left knee, sitting your hips down like a one-legged chair. You can take the arms up overhead. You can fold into that shin, give me a nice hip stretch. Or you think about taking it to your tiptoe balance. You start to shift your weight forward as you bring your hands to the floor. As your weight shifts, that left heel peels up, and then you just bend into that left knee, sitting your hips down onto that left heel. You stay broad across the lap, and you think about bringing one hand, maybe both, to your chest, balancing on the ball of that left foot. You got one more breath. And from wherever you are, nice and easy, you just place that right foot on the floor. And you stand up, Tadasana. Then palms together at your heart. The weight starts to shift into that right foot. The right hand's at the right hip. Left arm straight out in front. And you lift that left leg up as high as you can. Then you either catch hold of that left big toe, or bend the knee, catching behind the thigh, or extended hand to toe pose. When you feel steady, you can start to work through those progressions. Maybe trying to catch the big toe. Maybe you're trying to straighten the leg. Or maybe you're trying to lift that foot towards the ceiling. Nice and smooth. You let that left knee bend. You release hold of it. And you place that left ankle just above your right knee. Hands come together at your heart. Camper's pose. Maybe you start to bend into that right knee, sitting the hips down. Maybe you take the arms up overhead. Maybe you lean into that calf. Or maybe you think about going down to your tiptoe balance. The weight shifts forward. The hands come to the floor as that right heel peels. And sitting your right hip on the heel. One hand. Maybe both come back to your chest. Good. And keeping it together, you just place that left foot on the floor wherever you are. And you stand up. Tadasana. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale halfway. Exhale, plant the hands, float or step. One straight to down dog. We're moving through vinyasa. Then inhale, the right leg lifts. You're going to bend that right knee and stack that right hip over the left. You can stay right here. You're nice and easy. You place that right foot on the floor outside the left edge of the mat as you flip yourself over, turning your hips and chest to face the ceiling. Keep the waistline high if you flip over. One more breath. And nice and smooth, coming back to center. Right leg stays lifted. And exhale as you step that right foot forward. Outside your right hand for lizard. Left knee can stay up or lower down as you start to sink towards the floor. Maybe you get one form to touch down. Maybe both. The head hangs. Working that deep flexion at the right hip. Then inhale, rising up the straight arms. You're going to frame that right foot as you shift your hips back, setting up for Hanumanasana. So that right leg straightens out, the right toes peel up. Keep your hips over that left knee to start with as we fold forward here for a breath. Get nice and long over that right leg. Then inhale, you lift up halfway. And we're going to twist to the right. So that right hand starts to walk towards the back edge of the mat. That left hand crosses over top the shin. And as you twist, you'll notice this right foot tends to want to kind of roll out on you. So keep those right toes pointed towards the ceiling. And coming back to center, you fold forward over that right leg, half Hanumanasana. Or you slide that right foot forward, working towards your full splits. Good, nice and smooth. You start to draw that right foot back. You plant the hands as you send that right foot back. Down dog or vinyasa.
And the left leg lifts. You bend the knee, stacking that left hip over the right. You can stay right there. Or nice and smooth, you place that left foot down outside the right edge of the mat. That right foot spins around as you turn your hips and chest to face the ceiling. And coming back to center. That left leg stays lifted. And exhale, you step it outside that left hand for lizard. The right knee can lower down. The toes uncurl. And you start to bow towards the floor. One forearm, maybe both touch down. Inhale as you rise up. You frame that left foot. The hips shift back so that left knee can straighten out. Left toes point up. And you fold forward. Creating a little length over that left leg. Then lifting up halfway as you start to twist to left. Left hand walking towards the back edge of the mat. Good. Then back to center. You can fold forward over that left leg or slide the heel forward, working your full splits. That's full breaths. Taking your time, especially if you're working in a full splits here. And drawing that left foot back. And you step back. Down dog or vinyasa. And exhale, you lower the knees to the floor. You come to standing up on your shins. Setting up for camel. So we start with the shoulders over hips, over knees. Hands against the low back. And on inhale, you roll your sternum, send your chest towards the ceiling. If you like to go deeper, release the hands to the feet or the floor, feel free. But you keep the torso lifting up and over, rather than just kind of leaning backwards. You want to lift up, create that nice, deep, even bow for the spine. Inhale as you rise up. You relax your arms. Take a breath. And once again, the hands start against the low back as you send the torso up and over, going as deep as you like. Inhale, rising up. Third and final one. On an inhale, you go up and over. Whenever you're done, you find child's pose. Just tuck yourself in. And the torso rest on the thighs, forehead on the floor. And take your time. And inhale as you rise up. We're going to sit over to the right side of our feet as we set up for our pinwheel twist. So you're going to take that left leg, the left thigh, the one on top, and draw it back as you draw that right shin forward. And what you're looking for with the legs is that you have roughly 90 degrees at both knees and then 90 degrees between the thighs. Then from there, that right hand's on the floor behind you. That left arm's actively reaching up so you get that nice reach and length through that left lateral line of the torso as you twist to the right. Trying to look over that right shoulder for your pinwheel twist. And coming back to center. And we'll switch sides. So that left shin and thigh sweep forward. The right sweeps back. And again, you're looking for 90 degrees at the knees and 90 degrees at the thighs. Then left hand's on the floor behind you. Right arm reaches up. And actively reaching up through that right arm as you twist to left. Good, then coming back to center. And you'll take both legs out in front. Setting up for Paschimottanasana. The legs are straight, the feet are flexed. The arms reach up. And on exhale, you fold forward. You catch hold of whatever you got. Your toes, your ankles, your shins. You let the head bow. You lead with your heart, your sternum, the center of your chest. You fold forward out over those thighs. And on inhale, you reach up beyond your feet as you rise up. You sweep the arms around in front. And on exhale, you lower yourself down onto your back. Come to lie flat. And once you're down, you take a breath. Then preparing for 3 rounds of back bends on our back. The knees bend, the feet are flat. The arms alongside the body for bridge. Or hands above the shoulders for upward facing dog. And on your next inhale, you press down into your feet to lift the hips, low back, middle back, upper back if you like. And exhale, relax. Nice full breath. And on inhale, you press down to go up once again. And exhale, relax. Third and final one. On an inhale, you press down to go up. And exhale, relax. Once down, you just draw your knees into your chest. You wrap your arms around your shins. Nice tight squeeze. Then taking the arms alongside the body, palms flat. The legs go straight. You hang out there or shoulder stand. Toes towards the floor beyond your head. Once the hips lift, you bend your elbows, hands against your back as you send the legs up.
few more breaths if you want any variations. Just playing with your leg, playing with the hip joint up, elevated over the torso. Then coming back to center, toes towards the floor beyond your head for plow. Hips are high, low back's open. Release the hands and nice and easy you and out. Come to lie flat on your back. Once down the arms alongside the body, preparing for fish. You press into your hands and elbows. Arc the spine and roll the shoulders back.
And release the crown of the head towards the floor. Then exhale, lowering down.
You draw your knees into your chest, you wrap your arms around your shins. Nice tight squeeze. You take the arms into cactus arms, elbows bent 90 degrees. And release the knees over to the left. One final twist. Back to center. And over to the right. And back to center. And on exhale, you either extend the legs, Shavasana, or you catch a ride for headstand. If you're doing headstand, you take your time. You find Shavasana whenever you're done. If you're new to headstand, you start on your forearms and knees. Grab opposite elbows. Keep the elbows where they are as the hands come out, interlace the fingers. Palms are apart so that you can place the crown of the head on the floor and cup the back of your head in your hands. And curl the toes as you lift the knees. You find your foundation with those forearms and shoulders, your head and neck are light. And walking the feet in. Eventually bringing one knee towards your chest, heel towards your hip, then the other. As you feel steady in the low position, then you just go straight up with the length. You stay up as long as you like. You come down and find Shavasana when you're ready. Slowly begin taking deeper inhales, more active exhales. Gently waking the body back up. You start to wiggle the fingers and toes. You roll the wrists and ankles, arms and legs. Then turn the palms flat down onto the ground, gripping the floor as you inhale, grounding yourself. And exhale, you draw your knees into your chest, you wrap your arms around your shins, and you rock over to your right side. You rest there for a moment and see the full potential. And as you're ready on inhale, you slowly rise up to sitting. You come into a comfortable seated posture. The spine is tall, shoulders are back, chest lifted, heart is open. The back of the neck is long and the eyes remain closed. Then palms together, heart center, thanking yourself and each other for being here. Clear mind, peaceful mind. Peaceful speech, loving speech. Loving heart, clear heart. Namaste. Thank you all for joining. So great to have you practicing with me. And I hope you have a great rest of your day. I'll see you next time.